Hi guys, Caroline here with a under 8-minute per Instagram feedback meditation visualization. We'll get started probably around minute and a half mark. So for now, I'll rattle on about the essences of this full moon while you get comfortable, set up your space, light a candle, drop into your breath, and begin to dive within. So this full moon, full flower supermoon in Scorpio, before you even get to the Scorpio aspect, it's an intense moon. It's traditionally in Buddhism celebrated as the day of Buddha's enlightenment. That's pretty intense, gentle, but in essence, but intense. And it's a supermoon, which means everything's magnified. And in Scorpio, it's intense. It's, for me, in my birth chart, bear with me, it's my moon. So there's a lot of emotional depths and a kindred relationship that I feel towards Scorpio that I don't towards my other placements. Scorpio is really nestled within. It's an inner layer of being, and when it comes up and is magnified under moons such as this, or seasons such as its own, there's a lot of bite, a lot of venom. And I don't mean for those to have a negative connotation, because Scorpio is very feminine, it's sensual, it's full of desire and a lot of death. So a lot of sort of taboo things can come to the surface under this moon. And it's a sign, and this is a phase ripe for transformation, ripe for release. When we lean into Scorpio and its darkness, even and especially under the lighted guidance of the full moon, we are really able to gain sort of a clarity within a dark room. Like, the darkness will show you the way. You're not going to see a whole lot maybe, but you feel a lot, and it's like there's a blank slate. So that's sort of where this visualization will take us, towards a blank slate. Take a few moments here. Allow my words to settle with you. Allow for non-reaction to take place, though you can sort of take what I said, see what resonates, see how it relates to any feelings or thoughts you've had surrounding this moon. And then I'd like you to find your mind's eye wherever it really feels most powerful in its portal today. Could be in the womb space, the heart, around your sacrum, your sternum, or your throat if you're feeling vocal and open, craving as much, or even traditionally mind's eye, third eye. Begin to send your breath into that space and witness all that you are in this present moment. Now, in your mind's eye, envision yourself standing in a moonlit body of water. Any body of water will do. It might be one you know, or one you've been to in dreams, one from long ago, one that you could step into right now. It's a few feet away, perhaps. Envision yourself standing in this body of water. Feel into its essence and realize that it's nighttime and the moon is at its peak, shining down upon you, bathing you as you bathe in its waters. Your lunar tethers, the little strings of silver and gold, stretching between you and the moon, they grant you downloads, they grant you peace. The moon asks you to lean into transformation. And these tethers, they begin to pull layers off of you. Layers of skin, so to say. These layers of skin, though, you know they're not entirely of your physicality, your physical vessel. They are flaking off of a spiritual body, a beyond body. But in this space, in your mind's eye, you can see them. And their colors, their essence, their songs, their size and shape as they flake off. And it's an entire layer being removed. And notice how it feels. It can feel like taking off sweaty clothes after a workout. It can feel like taking off all your clothes before the most divine and necessary bath or shower. And as you witness their physicality, somewhat as they float away, often away to become something other, to transform just as you are now, to continue their cycle, you can hear their parting message. You can witness, perhaps not with words, but in their essence, why those layers were with you, why those pieces of that layer came together as they did to serve you in the past or the present. And you begin to know why they're going. Perhaps some are from darker parts of your days, some from shadow pieces, some from lightness, but they no longer comprise that spiritual layer. Take a few moments and lean into what you hear as they move elsewhere. And the further away they go, the quieter their message becomes. For a moment, simply receive and be open to receiving their parting words. In the darkness of that layer, for rarely sees the light. That is where Scorpio moon takes us, to the darker layers. What was there, etched to skin, and what made its way to your bones of your being, to the marrow of your physical body? Does it too go away? Does it too dissipate? If it craves as much, let it. And every breath, let it fall off and float away. You are left with the most divine blank slate. It's as if this layer of your being, just one piece of a whole, is a blank slate. The snake has shed its skin. It's getting to know the outer external realms once more, and it's getting to know the inner realms just as well. Under the power, the fullness of this moon, the fullness of your own being, no matter how that looks or feels today, if you could teach your truth, that core knowing of why you're here, who you are, in spirit, more so than survival instincts or ego, what truths would you share with this new blank slate of yourself, a piece of yourself? And the initial things that rise up, the stories you tell yourself, the truths you perhaps once knew, but you feel different towards as time goes on, do they still resonate with this new body, this new layer? It's okay if not, for this moon grants them the space to transform. And so, with the moon tethers, the lunar ties stretching down, you hear messages born anew. Things you couldn't hear once before because of the clutter. clear to you now, and they're shining through. Some more so in color and dances than things you can fully understand with the conscious mind. They're granted to you now. They drip down to this layer of the beyond body, the subtle body, the emotional body. And you hear them, you see them. They begin to etch themselves softly, and you know that they're here for a reason, for this next path, chapter, season. And you know when it comes time, you'll allow them to transform too. And now you'll allow them to meld in with the truths that still stand and feel in harmony with your present being. You can remain bathing in the moonlight, channeling these downloads for as long as you'd like, shedding skin for as long as you like. It might not be all at once, they can kind of cycle. It's like a washer and dryer. Throw something in the wash and in the dryer. Maybe it needs to get dried more. Maybe a stain didn't come out. They throw it in the washer again. Rinse, repeat. I went over 8 minutes, but I do hope you enjoyed this meditation. Go with ease as you part ways from my voice and this online portal. Go with ease into your days. And praise this moon in all her beauty as she prepares us for this next chapter and the eclipse season of summer in the northern hemisphere. Thank you for tuning in. I'd recommend writing after this, sort of free write, brain dump. Avoid moving, but maybe writing. Anyhow, blessed full moon. Happy days to you all. Sending love in every direction.